Hello, folks. The Celtic Nerd here, bringing another nerdy video. Um, it is time, folks. Now, I know I said I wanted at some point to revisit Mass Effect 2 for the purposes of, actually, you know what? No, we are actually going to quickly test it out. I am just going to quickly test out, folks, and I can't stress this enough, if my mods have been successfully updated, because again I do feel like I was a little ripped off. You don't need me to see the droid stuff that I was looking up. Okay. Everything went flicked there. We're gonna just launch Mass Effect 2. We're gonna use my previous set, and I've been messaged. One sec. What's this about? It's one of my D&D players. There he is. Whoa. Okay, folks. One of my players, he's pretty we talk video games and all that besides D&D, and wow, apparently the Steam Machine prices have just came out. Now, the Steam Machine, folks, is Steam's basically console. It will have access to, I believe, to Epic and Steam only. The prices are out for 512 gigabytes, €1,039. For with a controller, it comes up to €1,108. For 2 terabytes, it's €1,359. And with a controller, it becomes €1,428 with a controller. Oh my god, that is stupidly expensive. Now, again, the benefit is you will have access to all your Steam games. Hold on, folks. Let me lower down. There we go. The audio just a little bit. The positive is you will get access to your entire Steam library with the convenience of an Xbox or PlayStation or Switch. Again, a console. You get all those sweet Steam games at that type of convenience. But still, now, how to import a Mass Effect 2 character? Here we go. So we're going to import our previous one. So let's clear. And we want to obviously take the latest one with the most hours, because that's be the one that we complete the game with. Okay, here we go. So folks, this is just going to be a quick little test. Now, I'm not going. Let's see here. We need to choose a combat difficulty. Hold on, let me turn on my controller. Continue. Because this is a test, I am going to just try and speed through dialogue, folks, okay? Because the mod that we're primarily testing is early recruitment. That's a mod that I installed that did not work at all. And I apparently updated it, and there's apparently a way to test if it works.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
There's no way to skip.
Uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
Yeah, there's no way to skip. Okay, we have to just watch.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
Okay, no, sorry, folks.
We both.
I want to bring up some. No, I don't want to bring that up. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to bring up other things. There we go.
Never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help.
There you go.
Even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Okay. I don't know. I don't like the fact that this. I have to reply to some messages, folks. I'm sorry. I will try and set up so that the audio will continue to play even when I'm tabbed out. I am so sorry, folks. All right, but again, we've already been through all this. It's literally just a normal opening. Actually, you know what, folks? I'm actually going to pause it. You know what? You guys don't need to see me going through all this. I'll let you know. We'll obviously, when we get to the point where I can test it, I will hit things. So you know what, folks? For you guys, it'll be instantaneous. For anyone who's watching the private stream,
FTL drives.
you're going to have to watch me get through all this.
Ignition sinks active.
Okay, folks. It looks like it's all working. Like we have our usual emails here, and so
Welcome aboard, Commander.
on there's stop the collectors is our base one. We have the Justicar, excellent. The assassin, the Master T, the convict, the war professor, to return to the council. Now, it is stated that there's one that may not work because I do have a mod that it may not be compatible with. Hold on, let me just double check. Let's see, Recruiting Legion. That's the tricky one now. Give me a sec, folks. Carolina. Okay. So we have to go to the Normandy crash site. So far it's working. Everything else is working, which is fantastic, folks. So I might actually put off doing Mass Effect 3 and just try and do a playthrough where we basically showcase all the special interactions with Legion.
Detected an anomaly.
Alright, so we're just going to quickly scan everything here. There we go. Land. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Alright, we have a mod that allows us to track the dog tags, which you can see right there on the corner. The number ticks up, obviously, as we collect dog tags. So this way. We don't need that gun out. Right. Oh, there's one. Now, it doesn't always detect which one. So, like, yeah, the tracker, like, locks to a specific dog tag, and then it ticks up from there. Which is why the other times it came up as a high number, even though we were clearly getting close to one. Like, right there, like, see, it detected a different one, and now the number's going high, even though we have a dog tag right in front of us. Yeah, this is where we talked to Ashley when we recruited her. Well, not really recruited her, but we were told she's joining the team. For anyone... Now, those of you that watched my Mass Effect 1 playthrough, you know what I mean. Let's see here. Now, if you haven't, I would highly encourage you to. It's a fun game. And if you don't have access to the game yourself, or it's something that you'll be interested in watching but not really playing, then again, you can. That's why I do my videos. Okay, that's 5 out of 20 collected. think there's should be one over there, but I'm not sure. We should get another flashback along here, I think. Yep. Because this is where the other crew members would rest. We never actually see them being used, and like there's how many of them was there? There's 8 of them. So the Normandy actually had a pretty small crew when you really think about it. Mind you, though, there were like how many? Hold on, how many officers were there? There's your medical officer. Then there was obviously yourself, and you got your own quarters. Then there was Presley. Then there was your engineer. So there's 4 officers. And yet, based on the layout that we get to see of the Normandy, it seems that only the commander, it seems like only Shepard had his own quarters. No one else seems to have one. There's the SOS buoy. Forgot dog tags show up in them. Right, we're halfway done. Here's the navigation command. Oh yeah. This is where we get to see that Presley did start, because when we first interact with Presley, after we take command of the Normandy, he was very xenophobic. You know, he very much was. And then we even see this here in his personal notes. Like, this is the Alliance's most command ship. I don't trust him. That damned Asari, the Quarian. What does Shepard think this is? A zoo. He equates our squad mates as animals. But then, if you read the last entry, now they won't give us a date, but for a while now, I've been taking a look back at my entries and my past entries in this journal. How blind I was at the time I came on this ship, firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens on board. There's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I am proud to say, corrupt, die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born in. I fucking love that. They gave us a very flawed, now again, he is elderly. He was an old man. He was an old Navy officer, and again, it wasn't long since the humans and the Turians were at war, the first contact war. So, it is understandable, he would have this sort of viewpoint of, humans versus the aliens. But I do love they gave us this flawed character, and even though we didn't get to see it in Mass Effect 1, it's clear that he was evolving. The only question is, would Ashley have? Ashley is infamous for her whole comparison to, comparing aliens to animals as well. Equating to, would you, you wouldn't die to protect your dog from a bear. And it's okay, no, obviously I wouldn't die to protect my dog from a bear, but we're not talking about a pet or an animal. We're talking about a sentient life form, And Like, oh, it was awful. It was absolutely god awful. Okay, here we go. 120 steps away. This is, now that we've started collecting more and more of these, this is where the meter, the tracker actually really does come in handy. There we go. There's one. I don't know if it's the one that was being tracked. It wasn't. But we're still making progress towards it. Nope. Nope. It's this way. Ah, towards the cockpit. Now, I don't know why they really need to show us this, because we have the SR2 and Joker is still alive. Like, that clip works better if Joker was to be dead. No, don't go wrong. I love the fact that Joker is alive. He's my favorite. He's actually my favorite squad. Like, okay, I can't really say squad mate because it's not part of your squad, but he's my favorite crew member. Okay, we're getting close. Nope, there it is. Alright, that's all the dog tags. Now we just need to place the monument. I think the best place to place the monument is actually near the console, which would have displayed the galaxy. Like the galaxy map. There's the way up. Now, so essentially, once I place this, folks, there's supposed to be a cutscene where we get to try and recruit Legion. Okay, they won't let me place it. There we go. So there you go. It's as if there's going to be the galaxy and then the Normandy zooming between the stars. Okay, let's see if the mod... Now, again, one of my other mods can be conflicting with this. So we're going to see if it is. But as we're leaving, there's supposed to be a cutscene. Like a specially designed custom cutscene. They probably would use AI to, you know, piece together voice lines maybe. Or sorry, they either manually piece together dialogue through, you know, recorded words that the characters say throughout the game, and then maybe use an auto-tune feature to, you know, so that they sound like they're part of the same sentence, or they probably used AI to like try and mimic their voices. We'll see. Oh, here we go.
Shepard Commander.
It works!
Normandy, do you copy? I've got something here.
Holy shit. That's actually really well animated. That is really well animated. Well done. Hold on. Shit, I'm going to read out the mod author's name, folks. He deserves a shout out. Now,
I think we need to discuss the unique piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in EDI's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things I need in Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No, trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Why?
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up. Interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, like right there, clearly the mod works. So the early recruitment mod is in full swing. Now, I want to read out the mod author's name, folks. So, this mod is called Early Recruitment, in brackets LE2. You can find it on Nexus Mods. It is for Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Let's see here, though. Some of the main features. Ilm will be available after Freedom's Progress. The Chunket will be made available after Freedom's Chunkus, provided Rex is the clan leader. Small amendments to dialogue for immersion, and to clarify that recruiting Rex is the purpose of Shepard's visit. See media tab. What? Okay. Taylor Samara's recruitment missions will unlock after Freedom's Progress. Tally's recruitment mission will unlock after completing 2 recruitment/loyalty missions. Horizon will trigger after 4 recruitment/loyalty missions. If Morden has been recruited, Horizon will not trigger until Morden has been recruited, because again, it normally triggers after we recruited our first 2 squad mates, one of which is by force. It does force us to recruit Morden, but it will wait until we recruit Morden, so that is nice. Early recruits are fully voiced in a majority of pre-Horizon missions. This is vanilla content, which is otherwise inaccessible. So they actually intended for us to be able to recruit everyone, but they decided against it for some reason. Early recruitments do not have lines on Horizon, with the exceptions of Tally. Basic dialogue has been implemented. Take any combination of squad mates on the mission, but taking 2 unvoiced characters will result in a choir ambient experience. So take Tally and 1 normal person. I'll probably take Tally and Garrus for that. Loyalty missions for characters recruited after Horizon will not trigger until at least 1 mission has passed. The Shadow Broker DLC triggers after Horizon, as in vanilla. You must read the email sent by the Luceman, then speak to the hour to progress the quest. The Collector Ship will trigger 5 missions after Horizon if 2, there are at least 8 recruited squad mates, and 3, Garrus and Jack are among them. You must recruit Garrus and Jack before this mission will trigger. This is to prevent bugs on import to Mass Effect Legendary Edition 3. As in vanilla, loyalty missions for regular squad mates will not trigger until after Horizon. However, Zaid and Kasumi do not have recruitment missions, and again, as in vanilla, their loyalty missions are available immediately. These loyalty missions count towards unlock requirements for Tally's recruitment and Horizon. If using the Legion module, Legion will not add to this count, as the crash site functions as a pickup location similar to Zaid and Kasumi and is not considered a recruitment mission. Now, we're getting to the very specific Legion stuff, because Legion normally triggers a ticking clock, folks. Now, obviously, if you've been watching my Let's Play series, this is not a spoiler. If you're watching this, I am very much surprised. Fucking bloody, I have a fly through my window. Anyway, so here are the changes made with Legion. Because again, he gets the heaviest treatment due to the fact that he, is such a key part of the main story. Encounter Legion as you leave the Normandy crash site, which we just saw. Edit and adjust Legion's conversations aboard the Normandy to account for this alternate recruitment path. See Media tab. Legion may be recruited at any time up until the completion of the Collector's Ship mission. This is where, when I realized that's how I realized, oh shit, the mod did not install correctly. Alternate pathway to Legion's loyalty mission if recruited early. Legion will approach Shepard during the Collector's Ship debrief to speak about the derelict Reaper's data core. See Media tab. Derelict Reaper mission extensively overhauled to fully adapt to the following possible states. Legion recruited and in the mission squad. Legion is recruited but remains aboard the Normandy. Legion is encountered at the crash site but has been sold or remains inactive. Legion was not encountered at the crash site and will appear as vanilla. Email content to scaffold edge case scenarios such as Legion being recruited at the crash site but activated on the Collector Reaper Derelict Reaper missions. Emails from the elusive man relating to Legion's activation. These emails have been edited to remain have been edited for consistency. Legion is fully voiced in a majority of missions prior to vanilla recruitment. These are vanilla lines which were previously inaccessible. This is untrue on Horizon, and basic dialogue has been implemented. Okay, so he does actually have basic dialogue on Horizon. That is one. So I might take Tally and Legion then. The restriction of Legion story is otherwise fully custom content, where these include audio work. This was created using borrowed and spliced lines. So they did not use AI. That is cool. So they actually did not use AI for this. That being said, the mod author, because again, I want to give a shout out to the mod author. This was created by Beccatoria. So Beccatoria, thank you for making such a cool ass mod. And we get a special dialogue. There's a lot of media scenes where we have, Tally and Tane and all that as we are recruiting different companions in areas where they shouldn't be. Now, there was something about Rex. I want to check that out. Recruiting Garrus Illusion. Wow, they really do actually appear in the cutscenes. That's so fucking cool. I'm not seeing the bit with Rex that they talked about. Hold on, is there a different media section that I'm supposed to click onto? Maybe it's in videos, maybe? It says there's 10 videos. Scrolling down, but no, it's just basically the same as the description. Okay, that's weird. Images. Let me refresh the page. Yeah, it's for some reason checking security. But yeah, folks, because of this early recruitment, I might do a whole new video series just on... Oh, here we go. The videos have came up. Okay, I'm looking at the actually, I'm going to save that. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to go to Chunka first, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, that's fantastic. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so there you go, folks. We're starting a whole new series, and I hope you will end up enjoying it. In either case, I'm the Celtic Nerd signing out. One name, one sky.